change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys can be resigned, I know, but when we were talking about Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position, he's going to be coveted around the league from quarterback needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents.
It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Burrows now throw. He finds Hurns left side, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. Well, 3 catches for him here in Northern Hilton. He's got to love this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. They'll try to push it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Taking over from 2 yards out. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? Last 9 NFL MVPs to play the Super Bowl that same season. 10 and 9. We go all the way back to Kurt Warner, 1999, when he won the double.
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
He still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady.
First down. Here's Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Third and long for Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, Washington. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got his man. That's
Bitch.
Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 21 yards away. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at
I knew you was gonna fuck up. Motherfucker, you should have had that. You should have had that, Slim.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to open out deep, those types of things. Had they given them that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Two-point conversion is successful. Forward defensive back Charles Davis celebrating garbage time for the ball as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year. How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he had a sophomore slump the season
Again. What the fuck are y'all doing?
That's something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started.
Feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach of going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Leonard Fournette. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there. That will bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throws to throw on 2nd down.
Man, right past this nigga.
Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Fournette on the counter. Effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
These guys gave up more than they wanted to on that play. It actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And
Get your bitch ass down. Come on, go for it, Slim. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Come on, show your motherfucking skills. Go for it. Show your skills. There you go.
throws to throw for it on 4th down. And they're going to try to screen it.
Oh, this nigga got it over there. You screen ass bitch. Screens. You gotta do a screen to score. You going for a 2 again? Go ahead. You going for the 2 again? Go ahead, homie. Go for that 2. There you go. Go for that 2.
They'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Fournette's going to throw.
There you go. Go for that 2. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. That's what I'm talking about there. You gonna need that. You gonna need them 2s. Cause you can't stop me. You won't be able to score. Try to score again. You can believe that. I believe with some time. I didn't leave with a minute. Ho ass nigga. Ho ass nigga. And if you're a white boy, you're a nigga too. Big deal. Nigga, you ain't no big deal. Nigga, you're a clown. You're a clown. Big deal. Nigga, you're a big clown. Touchdown, nigga.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
This nigga gonna fumble the ball. You clown ass nigga. Come on, let's go, clown. Let's go. Put that ball in that ass. Throw that ball, clown. Throw it, clown. One clown dropped it, the other clown got it. Throw that ball, clown. Yeah, throw the ball. Don't do no bitch ass screens. There you go. Throw that ball. There you go. Come on, hurry that ball, Prince, nigga. Throw that ball. Oh, he wanna run the ball now. There you go, buddy. Run that ball, buddy. Run that ball, buddy. Run that ball, buddy. Come on, 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 buddy. Oh my God, he scored again. Oh my God. He scored again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, you going for the 2 again? Oh my God. Oh my God. He's going for the 2. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, he got the 2. Oh my God, it's 11-point lead. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Let me stop playing.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you, he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Bortles. Throws right side, and that's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Hurns, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. To the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Fournette. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Second down following the run. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Hearns brings it in. A nice gain of 21 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And here we go on first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Room here to run. He finds Finds an opening past the 40. And he cuts it out to the sideline. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 75 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, he's done his part, Charles, no doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go, step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already, eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
No gain on the play there, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it again with Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. They set up the screen to Ivory. And he'll go down at the 28. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 74 yards. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They're going to try and run. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second down, here's Fournette. And an alley to run. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Bortles to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Bortles going to look to throw. The swing pass caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Robinson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Aggression has no doubt been their game. They've got the lead. They had converted 3 straight two-point conversions. Finally, it catches up to them.
I remember last year when they were putting the PAT in where you had to kick it from the 15. I asked all the coaches that I talked to, what's your plan? And they're like, look, we're starting to have full periods of two-point conversion tries. Well, it's paid off for this team. 3 times in a row they got them prior to that miss.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in